What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Ethereum today, ETH. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is the 5th day of October. Here we are, rolling right along in the month of October here, sitting at $4,500 with 1 hour and 33 minutes left in this day. A little bit of a wick up, and now we've come back down. I'm actually curious to see what the liquidation levels look like here. Good bit of shorts over the past 30 days still. Over the last 24 hours, yeah, the shorts have come up a lot more than the longs have. You know what's crazy is that here you got about $2.3 billion in shorts in the past 24 hours. It's the weekend. And Bitcoin has only $1 billion more. Ethereum's market cap is like a fourth or a fifth the size of Bitcoin's. So it's crazy to see that, first off, your shorts are outweighing your longs when you're at the top. And it's crazy that it's even comparable to Bitcoin to any degree. Looking at this here, overall, I think Ethereum's in this kind of, let's just call it like a horizontal channel, moving sideways like this. A little bit of a divot on the outside there, a little bit there, a little bit there, whatever. But more or less, you're just moving sideways in this range here since really since August. I think we're on the precipice of breaking out. And the fact that you've got these wicks up here, I'm not worried about the price action at all. I don't think that this implies what it did back here. I don't think that we're going to see any kind of rejection like that. But let's look at the short-term stuff and see if we can determine what that's telling us. We'll zoom back out to the daily time frame and go from there, okay? 1 hour time frame. Looking at the 1 hour RSI here, things are overall very bullish. Overall very bullish. Where you are right now, I'd expect you bounce actually. So that's kind of good. And that makes sense too with the shorts outweighing the longs by a good bit here. Looking at the, and just so you know too, and I've made this point earlier today, but anybody who's like, well, the shorts don't outweigh the longs on the 7-day or the 30-day, I hear you. And there will probably be a reckoning for that at some point. When I say a reckoning, it's not going to, we're not going to see anything that takes us dramatically down lower. I just think that as long as we still have billions of dollars in shorts on a 24-hour basis every day, especially on the weekends, we're going to keep moving up. You want to keep shorting this thing at the top, we're going to keep moving up, right? Typically, you top when there's no shorts, not when there's an abundance of shorts. And there is, even though there's a lot more longs than shorts, there is an abundance of shorts right now. And the momentum is with the bulls. Anyways, where you are on the RSI here definitely suggests that you move up higher. Looking at the stochastics, I would say that we're suggestive that we move higher as well. And the MACD right here at the 0 looks like it wants to move higher as well. So bullish on all counts there. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, lower lows in the RSI here, you can see it, right? Low, lower low. Overall, very bullish, getting overbought, living above the 50. We love to see it. Uptrend, yeah. Lower lows in the RSI, higher lows in the price. That's hidden bullish divergence. We have an hour and 31 minutes left. It looks like this is going to close green. We're going to do good. I think the stochastics have the same look here, and you're in an area where you do like to find support. The MACD also giving us lower lows with higher lows in the price. While it is building bearish momentum at the moment, I would say this is overall a bullish posturing for the MACD, and I would think that we continue moving higher. If we move down, if I'm wrong, first off, if I'm wrong, it's only momentary. But let's see here. From a low to a high, should I take, I'm going to take the fake out high. You know, 4,400, maybe $4,300, just below $4,300 could be an area that we find support. The lowest would be 41, but I don't imagine that Ethereum gets below $4,400 again for the rest of this cycle. Maybe not ever again. You never know. Weekly time frame, or actually we skipped the daily time frame. Daily time frame here, the RSI is in a downtrend, and this is the one thing that kind of has me held up, is that you've got lower lows and lower highs. You're right at an area that you'd expect to reject. However, you have rejected, and now you're coming back up. You've got this little pivot here. That might be a sign that we're doing something different, and different is good here. You don't want the same results as what you had here. You want something that's different, right? So that's actually not a bad look right there, but we'll see. You are at the area to reject, but the other indicators are not suggesting that you reject here. They're actually suggesting that you move up right now. Looking at this on the daily time frame, the stochastics are bullish, and the MACD is about to cross above the 0 as well. Providing that this is a fake cross, as long as we can maintain this and come back up, I think that would actually look really good on the daily time frame. So what I'm gathering from the 1 hour, from the 4 hour, and from the daily as of now is that Ethereum wants to move higher. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. You look at the charts like this, you look at the candlesticks, and you might look, oh, there's big wicks to the upside. Okay, above average volume here. All right, we're probably going to move down, right? A little bit of a pullback to areas of support, prior resistance, whatever. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think Ethereum is going to be that forgiving. I don't believe that you're going to get that chance to buy at lower prices, substantially lower prices, even slightly substantial. Like you're not going to get below 4,400. Mark my words. You're going to break out here going into next week, maybe the end of the week, maybe the beginning of the week. I don't know. It's the end of the week now. Hour and 28 minutes left. And what a bullish, I think the weekly time frame really tells the story here, doesn't it? What an absolutely bullish recovery this was from last week's lows, right? You found direct support right here at prior areas of resistance right there. Prior significant areas as well. And the move that's taken place afterwards is nothing shy of spectacular. 8.8% up this week. What does the other chart look like here? The average altcoin's up 3%. You're outperforming the average altcoin. So again, looking at these daily time frames where yes, we've been boring because it's the weekend, doesn't do it justice. We're not going to top off here. If we were, there wouldn't be that many shorts up there, man. These shorts are going to get eaten whole. And by the way, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. If you are shorting Ethereum, I just want to say my deepest and most sincere condolences because you're about to get ripped through in half. This thing is about to fly through the freaking roof. From a high to a low, the expectation would be, and it is, that we go to about $5,300 to $5,800, somewhere in that zone there. Move on up. Probably consolidate a little bit, maybe back test for support, and then we continue to rally, something like that. Ethereum's been cooped up, though, you guys. Ethereum's been cooped up. Typically, this is the kind of scenario that I would outdraw or outline. From a high to a low, the 1272 to the 1618, that's your primary target zone. But we zoom out, we look at this on a weekly time frame. And what are you doing? You're above this year-and-a-half long consolidation, just consolidating up here. That's bullish. That's very bullish for continuation of this move, probably at this pace. You're right below your current all-time highs, prior all-time high area, last cycle's bull market top. When you move up, you're going to see some explosive behavior. So sure, maybe there's volatility here or there, but when we look back at it in a couple months, it's going to seem like we just did a straight shot up to, I'm guessing, somewhere around $7,500 to $8,500 for Ethereum. Potentially by the end of October, if not sometime in early November. We take a high to low here from the last cycle high to the bear market low. $7,700 is the minimum target there. We take a high to a low here of this pattern overall, this kind of like broadening triangle, whatever it is. High to low that we're finding support on right now. The golden ratio is up there about $8,000. Something in that zone. That makes sense to me, right? This pace, that's what we've seen. We're going to move up at this pace, and it's going to be the first or second week of November that we're up here, or if not earlier, right? Maybe it's Halloween, the end of October that we're up here. Certainly, by the end of the year, we would be at higher prices. That's my expectation. I know it sounds crazy, right? It sounds crazy because you've already seen so much movement up. But what I'm about to say is that you're just getting started. I know it sounds crazy, but you're just getting started. How do we know you're just getting started? Because you haven't even broken out really from this, and you haven't broken out to new all-time highs. Right, like here, whenever you broke out, you back tested. You were just getting started with this next move. You had a lot of growth to go in a very short amount of time. You came a far ways, but you were just getting started with this next move. You moved at a very fast pace. Anybody who uses the argument, yeah, but it's at a higher market cap now, so it's not going to move as fast. No, that's not a good argument. There's more people involved now. It's going to go faster, or just as fast. Or I wouldn't be surprised in the least if by the end of the cycle, Ethereum is at 20 grand or more. At least 15, I think, is the minimum target. Weekly time frame here, looking at the RSI. You have cooled down. You're down at the 60, looking to bounce here. That's very bullish. The last time that we bounced off the 60 was over here, and that led to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks. 6 weeks of green, and then on that 7th week, we topped off. So going into November, essentially, would be when we top off, if not later than that. Stochastics look bullish. You're getting lower lows here with higher lows in the price. And the MACD, of course, is bullish as hell on the weekly time frame. I want to look at the ribbons real quick. Let's look at the MA exponential ribbon here. I mean, of course, the monthly is bullish beyond all belief. Weekly time frame. You back tested your ribbon for support. Daily time frame here. Looking really good, you guys. This is perfect. Yeah, this is classic kind of behavior. Look here, right? You're moving up. Your ribbon crossed bullish. So now you're finding support in the ribbon. What do? Your low is below the ribbon. Put that in your back pocket and save it for later, because I'm telling you guys right now, the ribbons sometimes, oftentimes enough, it can be a simple, very simple form of analysis. Okay, it depends on how it goes. You see how you're living in the ribbon here with your lows. You're not really like, you found support, sure, but you're just like living in it. The support zone would likely be below the ribbon somewhere, wherever that is. You can use other indicators to help figure that out, but that's where it is. Move back up here. The ribbon is very contracted, and then you expand. Here, you were in it for a few days, but it's not the same thing as like living in it, is it? Right? I wouldn't say it's getting close. It's a little bit more time than I'd be comfortable with. I like these kind of faster reactions like this, but even that doesn't avail every single time. That's the kind of reaction you want out of this. When you start to live in it more, you stop respecting it so much, and your bounces are getting weaker, you'll find support below the ribbon, just like we did here. And I would equate exactly what we're doing right now to what we did right here. You feel me? This is what I mean. We haven't even started yet. We've got more to go. Daily ribbon looks really good. It's a really good look. Weekly time frame, also phenomenal. I don't think I have anything else I don't want to say. I've said it all. If you guys like the video, hit the like button. Subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Whew. I am sick, man. I have something wrong with my stomach today. So if I seem a little bit off, that might be what it is. But anyways, take care. Ta-ta. Bye-bye.